Well, g'day guys. Today we're out in Penrith, which is a little sort of rural bogan town, I guess, about 50 k's west of the Sydney city. It's quite warm out here today. I mean, generally the temperatures out here in summer, which is what it is now, generally reach around 35 to 40 degrees. Today it's probably, I don't know, closer to 50 it feels like. It's probably only about 30 to be honest. But anyway, Penrith, like now, it's all white people basically. All the bogans, they go out, get pissed on the weekends. I love it out here. But we're going to show you what the traditional people, the Mogola people, used to hunt, eat, and what they used to do out here basically. So, I mean, right behind us here, we've got the Nepean River. So the Nepean River is where all the Aborigines used to like to live around because they go fishing, they have a bit of a swim and stuff. So they eat lots of fish around the edges of the thing. You'll find a lot of yams. But they used to also hunt things like kangaroo and birds and basically anything they could catch because they were hungry. But the one thing they used to love is goanna. So today we're going to be after a lace monitor. We've already seen a few running out. It's quite warm, so being a reptile, they're quite active in the warmth. So yeah, I mean, basically before white people was Aborigines, it wasn't until 1789 that the European settlers got out here, basically ruined the place. Like, seriously, just ruined it. So anyway, we're going to get into it because we've seen a few, so we're going to go after them. So basically, is all you need to catch a goanna. You need a knife. Just make sure it sits loosely in your pocket while you're running. You don't want it too tight because if you see, you've got to grab it at the last. Got to grab it at the last second, and then just go for it. But we're not going to do that because I want to sort of show you the animals. So basically, I'm going to catch it first, and if you're going to catch them first, you're going to need. Oh, my gloves are falling. You're going to need some good gloves. They're not too thick, so you can sort of maneuver and use them a bit, but strong enough not to sort of let the claws sink in too deep, I guess. But yeah, so I reckon we go out and try and find one of these bad boys. We've seen a few around the base of some of the trees. They do like to run up trees, so hopefully we can get one on the ground, but won't really know till we get up close, eh? Let's go. Alright, after that long trek, chasing this little guy straight up the tree, we got him. It's pretty quiet now that I've got him. He's a little, oh, hang on, he's scratching me a bit. Little lace monitor. He's really sharp nails, if you can see them. Oh my gosh. You can see my hand. He's not the friendliest little guy. He's doesn't want to be eaten, I guess. But, he's a real favourite with the Aborigines. They love these guys. Tastes just like, oh my gosh, tastes just like chicken. Wish they acted like a chicken. But yeah, so he's just trying to get away. Like, he doesn't want to be eaten. No one wants to be eaten, really. So when they're scared or trying to get away, they'll run up something high. So there's an old myth that says like, oh, if you see a goanna, get away because they'll run up your legs and scratch and whatever, trying to get away thinking you're a tree. I've never seen it, to be honest. I think it's a lot of crap. But they're going to run for a tree. I mean, they can tell the difference between a human and a tree, so he's trying to get up here. This is where he went. Followed him up. Got the little sucker. And yeah, we'll see how he tastes later on, eh? Oh, these rocks are sharp. Hurt my knees. Alright, so gosh, this is going to be the hard part, getting him into the box. So if he flies out on me, I'll have to do it all again. I don't really want to do that. Oh my gosh. Should have brought the nail clippers. Alright. One side up. Come on, buddy. Oh, that was easier than I thought. Alright, dinner's in the box. Let's go back to the headquarters and see how he tastes, eh? Well, we made it back at the house, and it's gonna be a nice little recipe. This guy, you see more right in the box, but yeah. So basically, this recipe is called vagina. basically we're going to be cut him up because they're a white meat. They're like chicken, so it's going to taste like chicken. But we're basically going to fillet the flesh of it. We're going to marinate it in Vegemite. So that's why it's a Vegiana. If your mind's going a bit dirty, it's your issue, not mine. But yeah, so let's get him out. See how we go. I've lost my knife, so I have to do this with my teeth, I guess. Well, not really, I guess you're about to be eating, but... He's a nice little guy. Can make a nice pair of shoes when I'm done cooking. He didn't like that. So, basically, this is where we're going to be working. So you got barbecue. My old man got me this one. Pretty good one. Hold on. So, something a bit different to most barbecues. This one's dirty. And for good reason. Oh my gosh, come on, mate. Anyway, so back to the barbie. So you've got your grill part and you've got your plate part. So as you can see, there's residue from the last time I cooked. And that's how you want to leave it. You don't want to clean it off, that's for pussies. You want it dirty, it gives extra flavour. Basically just adds to the aroma. You're going to have the smells of chicken and duck and pig and beef and kangaroo and whatever else has been cooked on this thing. And don't mind the rust. The rust also gives it that bit of edgy taste. And it's good, it's got minerals and vitamins in it. Anyone that doesn't like rust is not a real Aussie, in my opinion. You've got to have a bit of rust in your food. First, puts hairs on your chest and just makes you a real man. So, this is a PG show. It's for the whole family. So we're not going to show any killing or anything like that. We're not animals. But we've already basically prepared the animal. So if you see here, we've got the Goanna. As you can see, it looks pretty much just like chicken. It's a little bit thinner, obviously. It wasn't a huge Goanna. But what we're going to do is wrap it in foil, almost like you're cooking damper, which we might do in another episode. So what you're going to do is just basically lay a bit on. It's almost like you're cooking fish. Like that, nice little package. And then what you're going to do is basically put it on the barbie. You're going to have it on high. You don't want to waste time waiting for it, so just put it on high. And throw it straight on. Close the lid. And it's only going to take 5 minutes, I guess. We'll check on it in a few minutes to see how it's going, but you want to cook it all the way through. That's why I've got it in foil. You don't want to grill it, you don't want it to be dry or anything like that. You basically just want to cook it so there's no like pink or good flesh in there. You want it all nice and cooked. So yeah, we'll come back in a minute. Alright, so like anything, you're going to want a base for your meal. You don't want to just eat the Goanna by itself. It's a little bit plain, a bit boring. I mean, you put rice with chicken, you put potato with sausages. So basically we're going to do bay leaves. Looks like that. So, I mean, I've never eaten them, to be honest, so I don't know what they taste like, but I feel like it'd be good. So what you're going to do, you're going to have to just boil them for a little bit. You don't want to use normal tap water because it's crap. It's just rubbish. So you want something that's been sitting for a while. Now, this is actually my yard. This is my little pond. I was growing some yabbies that I eat, but they've all died on me. So at the moment, I'm just growing mosquitoes. So we're going to use some of this water. As you can see, it's not the freshest, but it's going to have a bit of extra taste, a bit of zing to it. I mean, you don't want too much water. You don't want it boiling everywhere. It's almost just like boiling tea in a billy. So I'm going to bring this over. I'm going to stick it straight on the barbie. Now I've just pulled the Goanna off because we're just going to give it a check and see how it's been cooking. Because all you do with this is throw it straight on the grill. Let it sit there for 5 minutes. You just want them to soften up a bit. It's the leftovers. Here's my tongs. Let's see how this is looking. Nice, looking nice. Just cut it just so the inside's looking just as good as the outside, which it is. That is ready to go. So what we're going to do with that now is we're going to basically sit it out for just for a couple minutes, not long. You just don't want to put your Vegemite on when it's really hot, because you're just going to find it's going to melt off. It's just going to be like butter, really. It's just going to melt all over it and be useless. So we're going to let it sit there and cook for a second. Bay leaves are coming along very nicely in there. Bit of smoke coming off all the old food in there adds, again, a bit more flavour. So I'll just, here's my tea towel going. We'll be right back. So we're going to get our Vegemite. Just like you butter some toast, we're going to butter the Goanna. So you want to get a fair amount. We're not going to be pussies about it. We're not going to do a little light little scrub over. I mean, who's going to eat that crap? You have to lather it on. So you basically want a nice crust. So we're making the crust the Vegemite. The Vegemite's going to go crispy with the heat. A little bit will melt, but you'll get a nice outer shell with the Vegemite. So you just want to take it right to the edge, and you're only doing one side. You're not doing both sides because it's just going to stick all over the place, and then the next time you cook, whatever you cook is going to taste like Vegemite. So basically just cover it up, get a little bit more. Oh, that looks good. It's making me hungry. Just stick it on the side, there we go. Alright, I don't know about you, but that looks bloody good to me. Okay, so basically it's all ready to go back on the barbie. So the Goanna's already cooked. You don't have to cook it for very long. You basically just want to warm up and let the Vegemite absorb into the meat and get that nice little film happening over the outside. So we'll grab our tongs. Actually, we'll be men, we'll use our hands. Only because the tongs might rip a bit of the Vegemite off. So lift this up. Ooh. Bay leaves are coming along very nicely. Is the flame still on? Yep. Alright, so just going to throw that on there, like so. Close this up. Again, you only want to leave it for about 5 minutes. It is on high. No, sorry, it's on low. So this one's going to be on low because you don't want to overcook it. You don't want a black bottom and a black top. You basically want a crispy brown bottom and a black top. But it's not going to stay black. We're going to do something else once it's cooked. So just a few minutes and we'll do the next part. Okay, so it's finished cooking now. It's been on there for about 5 minutes. I've let it sit for another 5 minutes just to cool off because you don't want to sort of pick it up when it's all hot and messy. So basically just flick it off. As you can see, it's a nice film on top. It's not runny or anything. It's a bit crusty around the side, which is what you want. Underneath you've got your nice grill pattern. So what we're going to do now is add the cheese. Bit of cheese here. Nice little Kraft single. That's what you want. And you basically just put it straight on top. So it sits on there like so. We're going to put it back on the barbecue. I just have to relight it because I've turned it off to cool. But we're going to throw it on the barbie, back on the grill, and just leave it for a couple minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, just for the cheese to sort of melt over it. And then we'll pull it off and we'll show you the next step. Throw this little sucker back on. Oh, it's hot. Oh, it is hot. Let's cover it up a bit. It just helps the cheese melt quicker. So while we're doing that, we'll get the plate out ready. Now, if you're a bit worried about me using the same thing that we did the raw meat on, all I did was turn it over. So do the dirty side up. Again, adds a bit of flavour, a bit of extra minerals and vitamins to your dinner. So I've got the plate. It's almost ready. Now, what we're going to do when the cheese comes out, we're going to blast it with some fire. So you want the cheese crispy on top. You don't want it to just be runny, melty, oily cheese. So we're going to use the blowtorch. So I'm actually going to get the cameraman to light this one because he thinks he knows how to do it. So when it's ready, you would basically just see me holding this already lit because I'm too scared to do it myself. Our bay leaves are ready. They've been boiled, been sitting there for a little while. So it's still hot. So I'm going to bring it over carefully. So just pull them out with your tongs, shake the water off. Just Put them on the plate nicely, like a nice gourmet chef would. Laugh at me. Oh, bloody hell. Ten-second rule. Hey, unfortunately you guys can't smell this, but these bay leaves, smell so good. It's almost like tea. I could drink this if it wasn't so hot. Actually, let's see how hot it is. Will I drink that? Is that hot? Oh, that's actually quite good. Turns out we also made bay leaf tea in the process of this, so we can serve it. Actually, that's a good little addition. So as well as the goanna and the bay leaves, now you have your tea. So you got your full meal with your drink. Alright, so the goanna is completely ready now. Turn off the barbie altogether. Turn the gas off. Let's be safe around here. Alright. Oh, that looks good. Leave a bit of cheese on the barbie for next time. Set that straight on the leaves. Oh, look at that. It's coming up quite nicely. Alrighty. It's all done. Now, it's not quite finished. We need the blowtorch. We need to crisp this cheese. You don't want runny cheese, you want crispy cheese. Alright, so, cameraman, you're up. So it's all done. We've done it. I didn't do this, and I can't show it because I didn't do it. I was too scared. It wasn't working for me. Got the cameraman to do it, but as you can see, our meal is complete. We've got your goanna with your Vegemite and with your cheese and your bay leaves and your bay leaf tea. This is Vagina. It smells so good. Let's see how Vagina goes down. Oh my god. That is good stuff. Wash it down with a bit of bay leaf tea. Choking on the cheese I am. Oh, bloody flies. See, even the flies want some, it's that good. Anyway, hope you guys have a good week. We'll see you next week on Outback Tucka. Oh gosh, so good.